Alrighty, folks, we got a new release review for you today, and it is Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Long After Dark. The hype sticker says Amazon Music exclusive to CD and Blu-ray. So, I don't know what that means. I don't know if the Blu-ray is exclusive. I doubt that the 2 CD version is exclusive. It's just an audio Blu-ray. So like I said, it also says expanded deluxe edition, newly remastered CD and Blu-ray audio featuring You Got Lucky, Change of Heart, and Straight into Darkness. 12 rediscovered tracks, including 7 previously unreleased. Also featuring Never Be You. Dang. I knew I should have brought my damn glasses with me. Yeah, Never Be You. That's what I thought it was. Just didn't make sense when I was reading it. So anyway, there's a CD. Open it up there. There's a little band shot. A little back history. Another band shot. This is a little history, mainly on the new material. Your booklet. Oh, it also came with these 3 stickers. You Got Lucky, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Petty. Here, since I got it out, I'll show you the booklet. The booklet's mainly just lyrics. Nothing to. A couple pictures at the beginning and the end. So, a little bit of history. Tom Petty mentioned that this is kind of like, they're kind of in flux with this album. They're kind of in transition period. They don't know which direction to go. They've come off 2 massive albums, you know, Damn the Torpedoes, which was triple platinum, and Hard Promises, which was only platinum. Now, platinum in 1981, I think that album came out in. I mean, that's still huge, but it was 2 million less than Damn the Torpedoes. So, and MTV's popping up. So, they were kind of trying to figure out what direction they wanted to go in. And so this album, they kind of call it transitional album between the Damn the Torpedoes and the Hard Promises era and the Southern Accents era, which would follow this one and take them back to platinum status. This one would only go gold, but I mean, this is a great album. You Got Lucky, classic. Change of Heart, that's always been one of my favorite deeper cuts of Tom Petty. Straight into Darkness, of course. A Wasted Life, good closer. So yeah, I mean, I think most of you probably, if you're watching this and you're a Petty fan, you've heard this album. So I'm just basically focused on the second disc. It said there's 7 unreleased tracks on here, and that was the Never Be You that was mentioned before. That one's been covered previously. I mean, all these, there was like 1 or 2 that have been touched up for this release, but all these other tracks were recorded in the 81, 82 period. They just didn't get used for one reason or another. Never Be You, like I said, that was covered by a couple people, Roseanne Cash, most notably, Turning Point, and Ways to Be Wicked. I think that one was covered by Lone Justice. So those 3 songs there, they were kind of deemed to be too country, which is, I guess, how country stars ended up covering them. So they didn't make the album. That was a lot of infighting going on too, because some people thought some of these songs were better than the songs that were getting put on the album, but then others thought that those songs didn't fit the vibe of the album or of Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. You also get Heartbreakers Beach Party on here. The first, I believe this is the first studio release of it. I know it came out on Live at the Fillmore. And I did not know this, but there was actually, maybe it was a documentary called Heartbreakers Beach Party. It came out in '83. It was only broadcast one time on MTV. And it's got 4 tracks on here. That was obviously one that was previously released. And there's also 4 that were released for French TV. I believe the name of the show is called Hubba Hubba. It's not spelled Hubba Hubba, but I think that's what it's called. Stories We Could Tell. These were all said that they were recorded at the record plant in Los Angeles for the TV show. So I've never seen the TV show. Maybe they record the songs and then they lip sync them on the show. Which Stories We Could Tell, and what's the other one there? Finding Out. I mean, those, no, not Finding Out. Which one is it? Keeping Me Alive. Those 2 weren't ever released anywhere else. So you could see why those were recorded at the record plant. But then Finding Out and Between Two Worlds, these are also different versions than the ones on the album for French TV recorded for whatever reason. So the new tracks, like I said, Never Be You, Turning Point, Don't Make Me Walk the Line, Keeping Me Alive, Ways to Be Wicked, One on One, and Wild Thing. I think One on One was actually a track that was written for Damn the Torpedoes and didn't get used. And then Wild Thing, of course, cover. I mean, they've done that live plenty of time. It's a pretty, I wouldn't say mellow. I mean, it's a mellow version of Wild Thing, but it sounds like Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers doing Wild Thing. So it's good. Like I said, it's probably a collector's, not a collector's deal, well, a collector's deal and a Tom Petty deal. If you're just a casual fan, this probably isn't going to do a whole lot for you. But if you're a Tom Petty fan like myself, you want to jump on it. I'll give this a solid 8 out of 10. I'll probably give the regular album by itself 8 out of 10, and even though these other things are cool, how about we go 8.5 out of 10? That sounds reasonable. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Long After Dark, Deluxe Edition. You guys have a good one.